What is up, everybody? My name is LEG and welcome to another Dragon Quest XI video. We are back again, bro. We just had two awesome ones and now we're back again with another one. Too much. Anyways, in this video we're going to be talking about some of that Dragon Quest XI 3DS gameplay. Now previously we were talking about the new PS4 gameplay that came out on April 11th, and this is the 3DS gameplay that came out along with that PS4 gameplay video that I made a little while like 2 days ago-ish. So along with that PS4 gameplay, I made one video for that PS4 gameplay, and now I'm making one singular video for the 3DS gameplay. So for the 3DS gameplay, we're going to be seeing the 3D and 2D mode combined, the 2D mode fully, and the 3D mode fully in this entire like 20 minutes of gameplay. So that's going to be really cool, and we're going to look at that shit right now, and I took some notes, and I analyzed the shit, so hopefully I'll have as much to say as I did in the PS4 version. Okay, so we're going to be analyzing kind of the differences and what the DS version has over the PS4 version and all that good shit. Okay, give me a second to actually find the clip. Where are my goddamn headphones? Oh my glob, did I leave them upstairs? I think I left them upstairs. Motherfucker. Okay, I'm just gonna go get my headphones real quick. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. Slight mishap. Okay. So now that I have my headphones, we can start the video. Note to self, Allie, you started at 47 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay. There we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. So now we're looking at that beautiful 3DS gameplay, and let me just tell you, my friends, as of now, this is the 3DS, this is the 3D and 2D mode combined together. This is the 3D and 2D mode combined together that I was just talking about, and this is the first thing that we're going to be seeing during this gameplay. So, the 3D and 2D mode combined. As you can see right now, the top screen has the 3D mode, while the 2D bottom screen has like the 2D mode, and they both mirror each other. Wherever you go on the top screen, you go on the bottom screen. Wherever you go on the bottom screen, you go on the top screen. So that's kind of what's happening here. As you can see, he has his menu pulled up right now. I believe he just clicked X to pull that up, so maybe that's how you pull it up. His gold's in the top right on the top screen, his menu's in the top left on the top screen, and on the bottom screen, his like health for his members and stuff, which he has no members right now, but then that's why his only HP, MP, and level is himself. But if he had all of his members, it would be across the entire top of the bottom screen. So as you can see right now, he just fought an enemy and he just did it in 2D mode. Now the reason he had to do it in 2D mode is because in 2D and 3D mode combined, you transfer from 2D battle mode to 3D battle mode every single time you battle. Based on the gameplay in this one, that's what it seems to be. It seems to be you like fight in 2D, then you fight in 3D, then you fight in 2D. Now personally, the 2D looks stupid to me. I'm not a huge fan of playing the 2D battle version, especially if I'm in 3D mode. I would like to be in 3D/2D mode without having to do the 2D battles, because I'm not a fan of the 2D battles unless I'm 100% in 2D mode. So I wonder if you can take that off, and that would be really cool if you can. So if you're looking at this fight right now, this is in 3D mode fight, and if you looked at that carefully, I am a big person on Dragon Quest VIII right now. Dragon Quest VIII is kind of the game that I'm playing right now. So seeing that gameplay, it really makes me recognize that the camera never zoomed in on enemies when they were using attacks. And that's what I love about Dragon Quest XI. It doesn't zoom in on the enemies whenever they take an attack. It does it in auto camera battles for PS4, but it doesn't do this on the 3DS. And I really like that it doesn't do that on the 3DS, because it's like you're like, you know, the camera's going everywhere, enemies are attacking here and there, all over the place. You know, I'm really glad that that's not the case. What I wonder What I also wonder is, can you like speed up the gameplay? Is there a way to do that? Because I know in 8 you can do it, at least on the 3DS you can. You can speed up the gameplay, make things go a little faster, and then, you know, have tactics on your team and yada yada yada. I assume you can have tactics on your team on this one. But as you can see right now, something to recognize, on the bottom screen, there are no monsters. And that's kind of like a disadvantage just like in gameplay period. I mean, the bottom screen still looks cool, and I still really like the bottom screen, but like, you can't even see monsters on the bottom screen, which is kind of dumb, but hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Maybe that's how old Dragon Quest games work. Okay, back on the 3D battle, right? One of the 3D battles that we watched, a treasure chest fell after the guy died. The treasure chest, you get treasure chest a lot when people die in Dragon Quest, but there was never really an animation for it, at least not in 8. At least not in 8, that's all I'm saying. In Dragon Quest 8, we didn't really, like, a chest drop from enemies, you just don't get to see those chests drop from enemies. But now, we can see the chest drop from enemies, and it does, like, a little animation and everything. So that's really cool, I really, like, love how the 3DS, like, there's a camera and you can move your camera around, but the way the map is formed and the way everything is, you don't necessarily need to move it around because you're always in perspective of where you're supposed to go, kind of. If that makes any sense. And look at those sleeping animals. So they're kind of sleeping, so you can kind of pull a preemptive strike if you ever feel the need to, which once again, you can't really do in the 2D version if you can't find that kind of shit. So if you can't find monsters on a 2D version, so that kind of sucks, but it's whatever. What else do I have to say? Everything looks kind of smaller scale on 3DS version compared to the PS4 version, and I really like that. Everyone looks like they were squished in Photoshop. Everyone looks like a little fat and their heads look a little big, but I like that. It's kind of part of the art style, and I enjoy it a lot. All the trees are kind of smushed down. All the monsters are kind of like at level size. I really enjoy how the art style of this game is working. I'm really glad that they didn't just take the PS4, I'm really glad they didn't take those models and then just like pixelize the fuck out of them and then just slap it into 3DS. You can tell that they worked really hard on this version, and I'm really glad that they went through the effort to do that. Also, the breaking boxes animation, or the breaking pots animation, however you want to call it, that animation is much quicker than Dragon Quest VIII. Much quicker. I know trying to break those damn boxes takes like 10 years if you're trying to break like 5 of them. That guy looks orange as fuck, and I don't know why. He looks orange as fuck, and there's no reason why he has to look that orange, but it's whatever. So if you looked closely, the things that we were talking about in the previous PS4 video, the blue markers and purple markers, the blue markers of faces over people's heads indicates that they just want to talk, they're having a good time, they don't need to talk because they're already in a good mood. Now, people with the purple faces over their head indicate that they are in a bad mood and they do kind of need something, and that's what I assume triggers like side quests and triggers like things. That little thingy right there, did you just see that? Rewind that if you didn't see it. There was a little weird thingy, and I have no idea what it is. It's there was a border around the like top screen, and it pops up again in this gameplay, and I'm not really sure what that does. Probably relates to the story in some way. I have no idea. Probably like relates to the weird thing the character has on his hand. Maybe I don't know. I probably am just dumb and missed it, but I recognize that, and if you know what that is, you can tell me in the comments down below, because I have no idea. Look at that platforming, bro. Look at that. I love stuff like, it's not really platforming, but you know, you're getting somewhere in the world. And you're using creative methods to do so. I really like that. I enjoy it a lot. I don't understand why you have to go through that method just to get through this part of the world. Like, are you not allowed to be here? Like, that's crazy. Okay, did you just see that? He went inside the cave without doing like a hop in the cave animation. That's what I really like. I think you have to do a hop in the cave animation in Dragon Quest VIII. And I like how it's like just so much faster in this. I really enjoy that. Let me see. Is there anything else that I need to say regarding this gameplay? No, nothing really. This little cinematic right here is really cool. How it 2D, there's a 2D cinematic, and then there's a 3D. I like how the subtitles are on the bottom screen. They're not like taking up the top screen. I really enjoy that. That's really awesome. I like it so much. Look at that. Look at the cinematic happening on the top screen and it happening on the bottom screen. Did you see the guys turn their faces on the bottom? Oh my god, that is fucking awesome. That's awesome, dude. Look at that. It's just like, you know, little things like that where like someone's handing someone something or something like that. You can't really see that on the bottom screen, but 2D mode, I'm telling you, bro, that's gonna be lit. I definitely will try to play the entire game in 2D mode at some point. But first, if I had to pick which one I was gonna do, probably 3D mode alone. Like, I'm probably not gonna do 3D/2D. I'm probably just gonna do 3D, period. So, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. What is this? What's happening here? Okay, so that's the end of the 3D/2D gameplay, and that's basically what happened there. Now we're going to be going into the 2D only gameplay, the 2D fully gameplay. So as you can see right now, the map on the bottom, instead of the 2D gameplay or that being there, the 2D gameplay is on top, being that it's the main focus and it's the specific mode that was picked. Now on the bottom, there is a very flat two-dimensional map, and you can see all the shops and inns. This is the first time we're actually in a village on the 3DS version, so, well, actually it's not. We just were in a village a second ago, but you get my fucking gist. Look at that stuff on the bottom screen. You can see the weapon shop, you can see the armor, you can see a little boat that you can transport across the town with, and then you can see another boat that you can go around the continent and stuff with in the bottom, the red one in the bottom left. You can see the boat that you can like swim around to like other continents and other areas on the wide, vast map of Dragon Quest XI, and I really enjoyed that. So this guy's taking a while to move, but while he's doing that, let's analyze like that little green line right there on the map. That probably indicates that that's the entrance to the area and that you can enter and leave whenever you want, and that's gonna be like a loading screen and stuff like that. So yeah, that's always good to take into account. As you can see right here, your party members actually walk beside you. I believe that this is because they are in a village. It might happen on the 2D version, being that the 2D version is like, that's kind of how the games worked back then. I don't think that, still though, I don't think that they are going to walk with you when you're out in the open and stuff. I don't believe so, because based on more gameplay, you'll understand when we see the more gameplay, because in this 2D version right here, your people just like walk behind you, and I really like how they walk in unison with you. That's really cool. So it seems like we have Camus, Veronica, and Senya on our team, and they're just walking around with us. And did you see earlier at the bottom screen, at the bottom of the top screen, at the bottom, at the top of the bottom screen, you can see all their health. You can see all their health, their level, their HP. That's really cool. So in battle, that's where their names are gonna be and stuff. And we will see some 2D battle gameplay. Don't worry, we will see some 2D battle gameplay. But oh my god, so amazing! I love this so much. It's really cool. This is awesome. Perfect. I love the people walking beside you. That's great. That's actually great. Boats can be used as transportation. As you saw right there while I was talking, there was like they were using a boat to transport across this little land. Now I don't really know how that's going to work in Dragon Quest overall. Like, is this just going to work in villages? Is that going to work in the open world at some point? Are we gonna have to use that at some point in the open world, sometime in the story? Like, when is that actually gonna be useful? Is that, because I know you can't do that in every village. Like, if you can do it in every village, then great. That's how it's useful. But if you can't do it in every village, then it's like, well, this is kind of a useless feature. Church seems to be labeled with a peace sign. Oh yeah, churches seem to be labeled with a peace sign. If you look, we can't see it right now. That's the pub. That's not even the church. But the church in the game, it's labeled with a peace sign, and it's no longer labeled with like a cross and stuff. As you can see, oh yep, there it is, the little church. So maybe it is labeled with a cross and stuff, but I remember in the PS4 version when I was looking at it, it was labeled with a peace sign, and it had a peace sign on the actual church, and it had a peace sign labeled on the actual map itself. So that's where the churches are, and that's how that works in Dragon Quest XI, it seems. So look at them on the boat right now, and look at the bottom screen. Look at the map on the bottom screen. How beautiful is that? You can just go to anywhere you want. Those yellow markers, I assume, are places that he's already been to. Therefore, he can like fast travel to any one of them if he really wants to. Hopefully, he's going to run into some enemies, I believe, and then we'll see how 2D gameplay works. Even though we already saw how the 2D gameplay worked, but you know, regardless, it's still going to be cool to see it in 2D mode. So look at this. Look at this. It does overlap the 2D. So basically, whatever frame you're on last, it does just overlap that. So that's kind of cool. And then, as you can see, look at how he's selecting. Look at the bottom screen when he's selecting. Do you see what's happening here? As he selects the move pops up for each character on the bottom screen. Now, I believe it's like what type of move he's doing. Like if he's doing excuse me, I just bumped my mic. I don't know what type of thing it is, because like the name, there are two like words, and then there's an arrow, and then it goes to the next word. The first word, I believe, regards whether it's an attack, a spell, or an ability, like which one is each one doing, and then the second word regards like which attack, which spell, which this, that, you know, it's that type of thing. So I wonder how that's going to work on the English version. I wonder how that's going to work. So I cannot wait for this game to come to the West. Oh my god. Look at this. Okay, so he used, I assumed he used a Chimera wing just to get back to the original location. Yep, and that's how that works. Y'all just plop right there. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, that's perfect. Now, look at this. He's going to, now this is what like got me hella hyped when I was watching the gameplay. Watch him go into the church, right? Just watch. Wait. Boy! Boy! Look at this man seamlessly switch to that 3D only gameplay. Seamlessly! Oh, perfect! I loved it. I love it so much. I love it. It's huge. Fucking amazing. Oh, and look at your party members walking beside you in the 3D gameplay. They walk beside you in villages, which makes me assume that that's how it works on the PS4 version as well. Because it worked on the PS4 version when the guy was like in his pre-time skip clothes before we even have any of his party members, but that weird girl was walking beside him. So hey, maybe that's maybe party members walk beside you in villages. They just can't walk with you outside of the world, because when he was walking outside the world, it didn't work. So I assume that it won't work. So as you can see, the blue markers and purple markers still is eminent in this area of town. Is he gonna go on the boat? Go on the boat. Go on the boat. He's not gonna go on the boat. I doubt he's gonna go on the fucking boat, please. Ningen! God damn it. Okay, so, well, you can still use the boat. If you look at the bottom map, it is a very different... If you look at the bottom map, it is very different from the 2D map. It has some sort of sense of 3D scale to it, and I really enjoy that about it. As you can see, when you enter like areas and such, there are little green lines indicating where the doors are for those areas, which is awesome, because in Dragon Quest VIII, I'd be getting hella confused on how I get into like a pub or how I get into the fucking like bedrooms and shit. So, you know, that's really useful, and I really enjoy that feature of it, even though it seems like such a small thing. Let me scroll down to my notes on the 3DS gameplay. HUD is the same on the fully 2D version. That's factual. The HUD is really the same on the fully 2D version. Bottom screen looks different. Yep. 2D game is on the 2D game is on the top screen while map is on, oh wait, nope. I meant 3D game. Hello. Map shows a little map shops as little stickers. Yeah, there are like little sticker indicators for like the map. I'm glad that it's not Dragon Quest VIII where they have like fucking concept art of the map, and then it's like, okay, go here. Like, that's cool and everything, but like, you know, this is a better way of doing it, and I really enjoy that this is a better way of doing it. So as you can see, there's item shops, pubs, inns, churches, the things. Where the weapons? Oh, they're the weapon shops. They're the armor shops. That's really cool. So, you know, everything in your village kind of consists of the usual stuff. Nothing new when it comes to that. So anyone that plays Dragon Quest, you know, you can get used to that shiznam. What else do I have to say about this? Churches labeled with a peace sign, yada yada yada. I'm reading my 2D gameplay. Hello, what the fuck is up with me? Party walks beside you in villages, blue markers pop up. Hey, and he's going on the ship too. This is the ship gameplay in whatchamacallit, 3D. So hopefully he's gonna, and look at the bottom screen. The actual map is different. I like how it looks on the 2D screen better, but you know, what you gonna do? Oh my god, I love the 3D gameplay of this. Like, you can't argue the 3D gameplay is not lit. So, as we can see here, which we're gonna see in a second, we're gonna see all of our party members actually pull out attacks as usual. Oh, Cam has got a boomerang. Oh, that's my guy, bro. I got a boomerang, Dragon Quest VIII, a main one. Okay. So, as you can see, they're not really panning on any specific characters doing any specific attacks. I really enjoy that we're literally just seeing a back view of all the characters doing all their attacks, all the enemies doing all their attacks. I love that. And then the characters disappear when you select your moves. That's awesome. That is great. I like that a lot. It really gives presence to the battle and really shows a better perspective. And look at that. When you beat a battle, people aren't lined up in a vertical line. Not vertical, hello. People aren't lined up in a horizontal line. People are lined up like in a circle, and that's not even a line. That's like people are circled up, and I really like that end screen of like all the people circled up, like putting their stuff back. Like Camus like, yeah, my boomerang just fucking decked all of y'all. Is that the end of the gameplay? I believe that is the end of the gameplay. We're gonna see a little more gameplay of 2D, but this is kind of it. This is basically it. So this is basically all the gameplay. So we're gonna see a little bit of 3D. He's gonna switch to 2D, and then he's gonna walk around for like 2 seconds. But basically, I really enjoyed that gameplay. I really did. If I was to play one mode in specific first, I'd have to pick the 3D mode only, because I would be picking 3D/2D, but mechanically 3D mode only seems the way to go, being that in 3D mode only you can see a map on the bottom screen, and like in 3D mode only you can only fight in 3D mode, which I don't want. It's not a good mix having the 2D battles and 3D battles like back to back, and that seems like what they're trying to do. So look at this weird little church guy. Like he's not even human. That's so funny. Okay, and then he switched to 2D mode. So you can basically, one of the big things about this is you can seamlessly switch from 2D to 3D mode when in churches. I really enjoyed that. I'm not really complaining that you can't do it on the fly, like in game, like in a battle and stuff. Like that's not the same as other games. I know you're like, why other games can do that? It's not the same though. Like what's the game that can do that? Mario Maker, right? No, Mario Maker can't switch on the fly. Wonder Boy? Can't like the new Wonder Boy game on Nintendo switch on the fly? I don't know. But you get my point regardless. Whoa, I just spit a little bit, but you get my point regardless. That is the 3DS gameplay of Dragon Quest XI. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me which mode you're going to be playing on in Dragon Quest XI, 3D/2D. Why'd I pull 2 fingers when I have only one option? Okay, well, tell me what your mode you're going to be playing on the 3DS, the 3D/2D mode, the 3D mode, or the 2D mode. Now tell me which one out of those 3 in the little I button right there or right there. It's somewhere up there. It's in the corner of one of these wherever I'm pointing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was the 3DS gameplay of Dragon Quest XI shown at the official stream by Square Enix on April 11th. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I cannot wait for Dragon Quest XI to come to the West. Please, let's make it happen, guys. Click that like button down below if you enjoyed this 3DS gameplay and you enjoyed my commentary over it. Click that subscribe button down below if you want to see more of that Dragon Quest XI footage, and click that goddamn comment section down below if you have anything to tell me regarding this gameplay, or anything to tell me regarding the video in general, or anything to tell me regarding your thoughts on the gameplay itself. My name is Ali G, and I cannot wait to see you all later. Deuces.